Come on, the middle kid? We call him the middle kid because I can't remember his name. Yeah. First, thanks for Rich Schiller for the nice introduction. I really don't know Rich, and he called, which is amazing. And he called me about a month back and got some information about me, so I really appreciate your kind words in the introduction. It was an honor too today to meet your wife and your son as well, so I appreciate you taking the time to do that. A couple words. I just think there's a nobility in what we do. There's a nobility in service, and I think a couple people spoke about today. What we do is we serve. We serve each other. We serve the speakers we manage. We book. We serve attendees. We serve the meeting planners we work with. We serve the IASB community. We serve the meeting planning community. We're not doctors. We don't save lives. But what we do day to day really makes a difference. It transforms people's lives. And I often think, I think it's a good idea. What I thought about for a while is we should just try to figure out how much revenue we actually bring by speakers at events. But I think from a more personal level, then we should look at it as how many speakers we assist in putting on stage and how many lives they touch. So I'm very honored to be in front of you today, but more importantly, I want to thank you for all you do. There's a nobility in what you do, there's a nobility in service. So I'm very touched to work with people like you, and thank you for all the service you do. Usually I don't like awards because I think the person speaking is about 10 people in the audience who want to hear what they say, so I'm I don't know what I'm doing up here. So, first I want to thank the speaking team. There's a lot of us here on this trip today. And what's fun about that, internally, I thought we had too many people coming, and the seat might pull within speaking as they all showed up. So, and they didn't show up for me. The meeting we had internally was done way before they knew I was getting this award. In fact, I didn't know they knew I was receiving the award. But just thanks to the whole team for your partnership through many years. In particular, I want to thank one of my colleagues. He's hard to miss today in his Kentucky Derby suit. Many years ago, Rich is the one who invited me to come to IASB. And I turned it down for many reasons. One, there's no additional business to receive here. I think it says a lot about Rich because, the IASB was his spotlight. And he asked me to come, which shared the spotlight with him, which is a lot. And I think he probably gave up more of the spotlight than he might have hoped for with me showing up. But thanks for always believing in me. And also, I think internally I can be difficult to work with.
We know, Tim.
Yeah, I don't lack ego and I don't lack an opinion. So Rich has to deal with that a lot, and I'm pretty sure I'm the reason he lost his hair. So speaking of ISB, I really didn't want to come. I think Hank's brought it up. I showed up here because I had beef with somebody, and we hammered out and drank most of the night and became really good friends. I'll tell you the story later if you want to hear it. But it's an amazing community you built here, and I have a lot of really sincere friends. It's amazing. I'm not going to name people because I'll forget somebody and I'll piss them off. But one of my friends is here who's actually a good friend outside speaking, and that's Jeffrey Farnham Bigelow, who's sitting in the front row.
That was brutal.
Jeff and I hang out a lot socially. Our friend groups have mixed in. I probably go on more trips with him than anybody outside of my family, and our different friends from sporting events, whatever it might be. We hang out a lot socially. And if you know Jeff, he's got a heart of gold, so thanks for being my friend.
Thank you, Tim. Honors all mine, Tim. Honors all mine.
I have 3 children. Rich mentioned that. My oldest just graduated probably going to law school coming up next year. The middle kid, whose name I can't remember. If you saw him, he's currently a sophomore at Notre Dame. Big win today. Go Irish. And then my youngest is a junior in high school. She has some college aspirations as well. Like I said, I'm a very lucky man. I love what I do. I love the people I work with. Some of you in the room. I feel like I get a free MBA by listening to speakers in the back. I meet some interesting, famous people. This job is very good for my ego as well. But the main reason I do what I do and what gets me out of bed in the morning is my kids. I grew up okay. I mean, a lovely family, but we didn't have a ton of money. And be able to, I think the Outspoken Agency last year, if you were here for their evening dinner, they wrote a song. I'm not sure the official title of it, but I think it was called Tim Mathy, How Much Money Do You Make? It was a banger, by the way. It was a banger. And we didn't go on that, but I thank all you who I partner with to give me opportunities to give my kids more opportunities than I ever had. So I'm very happy about that, and hopefully they can go out and do some good things in the world. Two people I want to finally thank. One, you saw her in video. She never shows up anywhere, and she does exist. And I hate the word assistant. She's more my partner. And someone please record this because she'll be happy that I said some nice things about her.
We got you.
And that's Nicole Demers. We've been working together for about 25 years now, and she's the best in the business at what she does. The best. I get all the limelights, I get some of these awards, and I get to do some amazing things, and she's just in the office grinding constantly. And the reason I'm able to book speakers, volunteer, is really because of her. She's amazing at what she does, and she doesn't get enough recognition. When you work with somebody who you're able to laugh with, cry, happy and sad tears, and yell at, usually it's her yelling at me for screwing something up. No, you're very fortunate, and I adore her more than she probably knows. But just seriously, 25 years we worked together, and hopefully many more, but she is the best at what she does, and means more to me than you can imagine. The final person I'm going to thank is probably the most personal person in my life. Don Jenkins, where are you? No, it's my amazing wife, Jennifer. Jen and I celebrated our 24th wedding anniversary last Monday. I'm a very lucky man, as many people who know her will tell you that. It's crazy. We met working at a summer camp many, many years ago, and then I think about our life together, living on the beach at our treehouse, Pacific Beach, to now living in suburbia and almost becoming empty nesters. I don't do a lot well. I book speakers well. and I married way above my pay grade, so I'm not going to go much into it, but I love you, baby. I've seen him a few times. He's amazing. Just in closing, thank you, IASB and everybody. Thank you. I'm a big Brian Palmer fan. Him and probably one of our founders speaking, Ruth Levine, are really the way I shape the way I do my business. And I'm not just bullshitting you to tell you that because they're named after him, but really Palmer and Levine are two of the people that really help shape the way I do my business. In closing, and I've said some of this before, and I know some of you are like, hey, we have to listen to Mathy speak again, but think long term the way we do this business. There's so much business out there that we don't get. We got to be good to each other. Partner. The tide raises all boats, and just be good to each other. And look, if I don't win the business, well, I'm going to win the business. but if I don't win the business, I sincerely hope one of you guys gets a business. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tim, for your humble yet honest speech.